Well, they've been locked in these talks in Wolfsburg, which is the HQ of Volkswagen, for just around 6 hours now, with no word coming out. What we do know, though, is what both sides had laid out before they went in. From the union side, IG Metall, and the Volkswagen Works Council, they have said they will not tolerate the closure of VW plants here in Germany, or the fact that VW workers will have to take a wage cut. Now, that may not go down too well as a start position for negotiations. But what we do know is that both the Works Council and the union have gone into these talks with Volkswagen, putting forward a programme of restructuring themselves that they say could save VW around $1.5 billion. Now, it's around 10% of the actual total we understand VW need to save, but it is certainly a step in the direction. But what we've heard from the Works Council and from the union is that they will not tolerate either the 10% wage cut that had been touted around by VW, or the closure of 3 of the 10 VW plants in Germany. That's what we know so far as those talks continue.
And Peter, what has Volkswagen said about all of this?
Well, there's been pleas for VW staff and the unions representing them to be realistic from Oliver Bloom, the CEO of the VW Group. The company is in big trouble. In fact, if you cast your minds back to the summer, we were right here talking about VW essentially having 2 years to save the company. That was as they put out the first of 2 profit warnings in 2024. The company has suffered massively following the Dieselgate scandal, where it was forced to pay out over $30 billion in fines for trying to cheat the system there. It's also been one of the manufacturing companies in Germany that's really suffered due to the rise in power costs here. All of that, of course, going into the electricity, the power crucial when it comes to heavy manufacturing, which, of course, auto manufacturing is. We're really looking at situations whereby VW are saying they need to close 3 of the 10 plants that exist in Germany, that they need to then have the remaining staff that don't lose their jobs to take a 10% pay cut. Now, VW employs over 300,000 people here in Germany. The auto industry in general, well, indirectly is worth 5% of Germany's GDP. It employs, beg your pardon, almost 10% of Germany's GDP. It employs 5% of Germany's workforce. We've heard from Olaf Scholz, the Chancellor, saying he wants to try and find a solution, or wants a solution to be found that doesn't involve people being laid off. We did hear before they went into these talks that getting a solution before Christmas was possible. However, we also heard from the union side that if a solution isn't found, well, they're promising the fireworks at New Year's won't be the only fireworks facing VW, and they're promising unprecedented strikes should a solution not be found.